here we have it, the 1977 car that was picked up on Labor Day weekend. Excuse the sun there, it's a little bright, that's why I have my hand over here. I'm not hiding nothing. Winched up on the trailer. It's got some bad Mako $500 paint job. You can see as the paint's just flaking right here, but this is all surface rust. That's what happens when you just let cars sit out in the sun and bake. It's got American racing rims on it. But yeah, that's solid right there. That's just surface rust right there. Like a lot of these old cars from the 60s and 70s, a lot of the real well right here is, usually buckled in. But yeah, it's, some more of that bad body work. You can see where it's just chipping off right there. Weather stripping's cracked, but that's pretty typical for cars this day and age. Needs tires. Wouldn't hurt to probably get a good wash. I mean, seriously, I would sandblast this car and go back to a nice white color on it. Or, do what you want with it. I mean, that's the whole purpose, right? Now, it came with trim, trim from the factory and stuff like that, like a rubber guard that protects it. Like a protection package. See, it was a factory white right there, you can see. Like I said, it came from Texas. Buck tag is there. Like I said, more of this bad surface. Good thing is they make replacement parts like this for it, so that's good. But yeah, I'm going to show you underneath the car. People I got it from just let it sit up there in the dirt, but it's not too terrible, I don't think. Like I said, you can see they did some really crappy body work and paint work on it, because that's, But yeah, this is the other side of the drivers. You can see there's not typical rusted spots. Radiators there. Pretty much everything is all here, guys. I mean, It's got a little rot in the floors, but I wouldn't say anything poking all the way through or nothing like that. You could probably jack this up and weld just some basic metal underneath it. Right now, this is literally right underneath the passenger side floorboard. I'll pop the hood in a second. I just gotta get inside to do that. That's the dash, pretty typical of sitting out in the sun baking. I mean, I've yet to see a car that doesn't have a burn-up dash, but it's got the Stallion steering wheel, 3-pedal setup. It came from the factory, born as a standard, but somebody replaced it over the years with an automatic. headliner, you know. As typical with all, you know, all Mustang IIs I've ever run across, they definitely need a, you know, seat rear upholstered, but, you know, it's a good investment. I would put new carpet probably black from classic reproductions. It's just a good car that was set out in the sun too long, you know. I know everyone wants to see the hood, so. Let me pause you for, I'm just going to set it down for a second because I can open up the hood. Wouldn't hurt to probably put a WD-40 on that, but it does open, so. There she is, a V8 car. Couldn't tell you if this motor's original or not, just, you know, just being honest with you. But it's got a Holley 4-barrel on it. Stock manifolds on it, you know. Brock. Typical route right here around the battery tray. A lot of people, you know, they just spray paint over it and, you know, use license plates to make a battery tray holder, or, you know, you can literally just put a battery on top of it. No one's ever going to know. But missing the AC, you know, missing AC right there, but that's not unusual. Just trying to show everyone, hey, you know, it's a good car. It'd be a good father and son project to take it and soda blast it down and throw a nice good paint job on it by a, you know, a professional. Unless you can spray it in your own backyard, which is cool. You know, find yourself a guy who can do it for $3,000 or $4,000. But yeah, guys, it's a 77 white Cobra car that has red stripes on it when it was come from the factory, but somebody decided to paint over it, you know. Well, that's just the story on this car. See, we got a little aftermarket light. But yeah, no, the motor does turn over. We haven't messed with the plugs on it or anything like that, but that's just kind of the long, short, skinny of it, you know. Kind of got a high rise a little bit right there. Yeah, that's the walk around of it, okay? And if you look in the back, that is a 71 Torino, and yes, that is a King Cobra in the back. And no, it's not for sale. It's missing the hood screw that would have came on it, but those are reproductions now too. So overall, this is a good car. Unfortunately, me and my brother own 30 of them, so it's hard to keep them all. But that's pretty much just it right there.